Josh Jacobs is back. Spam JJ right now down in the comment section. It's Mitchell Renz here. You're watching the Raiders Report, and we got some breaking news to discuss here. The Las Vegas Raiders and their star running back have agreed to a one-year deal worth up to $12 million. The wait is over. As soon as I got the news, I was like, oh shit, we got to get live here on the Raiders Report. We're going to get crazy. We already have over 1,000 people tuned in. We had over 250 people waiting for this to go live. You know why? Because we have been waiting patiently for a very, very long time for Josh Jacobs and his side, for the Las Vegas Raiders and their side to agree together and get a deal done. Josh Jacobs' agent was in Las Vegas over the past few days, been working very diligently with the Raiders and have really done a good job of taking it to the next level. Jacobs posted on his Instagram story something last night. I was a little bit worried. It was a little bit cryptic. But, man, it is a good time to be a Raiders fan. And if you don't already know, Jeremy Chuggs and I, we are still planning on going to the tailgate party for Dallas, but it might be a little bit blurred vision. So spam 8 right now if you're happy that Josh Jacobs is back with this team. I see Chris. What up, C-Hop? Carlos Luna. I got William Weber, Jeff Garcia. I'm telling you this right now. My bosses, they said, Mitch, today is a marathon, not a sprint. What do you mean by that? They know we're going to go tailgate. They know we're going to be live later on today for Raiders Cowboys. But you know what? I don't care. I am unbelievably excited. So I'm telling y'all right now, every $100 super chat, individual that we get today, every time that screen turns red, I'm banging, I'm slamming one back. I feel good. I feel ready. It's like a huge weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. Now, we will get to some other super chats that roll in here on today's show. We'll feature you right over here, and you better be tuned in for tonight's watch party because we got some awesome prizes to be able to give away. I see Dutchy. What up, Franco? Jennifer, Abel Beloso. What's up, Abel? I got Martin, Alex, Queen Sarah Otto, Drake M, William. Keep those 8s flowing because I know this. I know the Jacobs family watches this show, and I had a little birdie tell me that Jacobs is going to be watching our live show. So I'm telling you right now, I want to show him how excited the nation is. And don't get me wrong, I was the first person to say I was frustrated by how everything was going on. But now that the deal has been signed, it is time for Jacobs to show up, be motivated, and let's carry this team very similar to what we saw last season. Now, we will get to some super chats. I do want to break down everything that there is to know about this deal. But in the meantime, let's keep this thing rolling. What up, We Out Here Entertainment? Josh Jacobs, let's go. Raider Nation for life. We out here. Got the party started, and I don't know about y'all, I'm ready to keep this party started. Tomb Raider, Raiders 32, Cowgirls 21. We have a chance. Now, obviously, Jacobs is going to play in today's game. Trey Lance also is going to play for Dallas later. But what I do anticipate you see is a lot of Aiden O'Connell, a lot of the backups. And for players that maybe don't suit up today, you might as well just check them off and saying, all right, these are going to be the guys that make the 53-man roster. Let's go to another one rolling in here from Jennifer. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. I saw United also sent in a super. So glad Jacobs is back. Now let's get them dubs. United, it's good to see you, my guy. We got Rebel Montana, Raider Muerte, LFG, best news. Also, go home, Marshall. Luckily for you, Rebel, he ain't even here. Raider Muerte, the good vibes are going. Scott Raider just asked, are we drinking? Or Scotland did. If you guys want to celebrate, let's celebrate. Now, what I want to know right now is your one-word reaction to the signing of Josh Jacobs. And then I would like to be able to get into this cut here and break it on down. So coming up here on the Raiders Report, we are going to get into all the information around Josh Jacobs, the deal itself, my grade for the deal, and then we'll also look at what it means for next season because for people who have watched the show a lot, there has been a few key terms that I have used if I were to negotiate the Jacobs contract. So I want to be able to lay out exactly what the deal is and what it means next season for Jacobs, what it means next season for the Silver and Black, and potentially trying to get him back because I'm looking at the details right now, And it is a lot more possible for the Raiders to bring back Josh Jacobs this following year. But let's go. What's your one-word reaction here? I got hype from King Ghost. King Ghost, I agree. We got Jordan, LFG, spectacular from Seabass. Finally from Latoya. I hear you there, man. Derek, I think we might draft tomorrow. I don't know what that means. Latoya, words, not my strong suit. Queen Sarah Otto is excited. Let's go to Mystic. What up, brother? Big news. Let's go Raiders. Jacobs is back. The whole team, man. Oh! Patrick B. Bang! If you want a shout out here on the Raiders Report, spam Patrick B right now. Chugs, I need you to take it over real quick.
Let's go! Patrick B, Queen Sarah Otto, Jorge, Abby, Joseph, Robert, Jaime, all spamming those Patrick B's.
Put it in my veins, Patrick B, an absolute legend, a Mount Raider more regular here. We out here. Joseph, Ron, Jeff, diehard Raider fan, Carlos, Cody, C-Hop. What up, Roger Santos, Rustin Long? 2,000 people watching. Yet, Queen Sarah Otto says there's only 420 likes. Don't get me wrong. I know Raider fans love 420, but show Josh Jacobs some love. Don't do it for me. Don't do it for Jeremy. Don't even do it for the rest of the nation. Hit that like button because Jacobs wanted to be a Raider. Yeah, he went in a very divish way about it, but now it's time to focus on the most important goal, that commitment to excellence. Just win, babies, and the ultimate goal, which is always a Super Bowl trophy. So here we go. Hit that like button. I'll make you guys a deal. We get to 1,000 likes, and I'm about to do a deal that you guys are going to be like, this guy is trying to murder himself. PG, you a real one. Soul Assassin, is it good or bad that it's only a one-year deal? It could only be a one-year deal. That July 17th deadline, 4 p.m. Eastern time, as soon as that deadline passed, Jacobs could only sign a one-year contract or sign the franchise tag. So the 1 year, that's exactly what was expected. Matthew Peters, is he in Dallas? No. Not that I know of. I don't know if he made the trip, but it would surprise me if he was. Jason, 12-5 this year. All right, give me your stat projections or record projections down below in the comments. Jake, Raiders. JJ has been my favorite back since he was drafted. Jake and Jason, first-time Super Chatters. Well, I don't know if y'all know this. When you're a first-time Super Chatter here and the Raiders Report, we drink like we do like we're in Oakland. So if I'm drinking, y'all are drinking with me. Always knew he had that dog in him. Couldn't be more effing stoked. Jake, I hear you there, man. Ishmael, cheers to you, my brother. 2,000 people watching. Don't get me wrong, we're going to keep this party rocking and rolling, but my job here as a host of the Raiders Report is to give you guys the news, the information that you want, that you're craving. And coming up here right now on the show, we're going to get into every single thing that you need to know about Josh Jacobs, this contract, and what it means for next season. And then after that, if y'all ready to turn up, let's turn up, because I know Chugs and I are. Coming up right now, everything to know around Josh Jacobs signing that one-year deal. Raider Nation, what's going on? We got some breaking news here to discuss. Spam those JJs down below because I know that the Josh Jacobs family, they're going to be watching today's video. I don't know about y'all, man. I am super excited. The wait is over. The Las Vegas Raiders, Josh Jacobs, have finally agreed to a one-year deal worth up to $12 million. There was some drama around whether or not Jacobs would sign the franchise tag at 10.1. They got the deal done. He's going to be there week 1 against the Denver Broncos, which was expected, but it doesn't mean we weren't at least a little bit nervous. Now, to make sure you never miss anything going on around the silver and black, I can promise you this. You might not agree with every take that I have. You may not agree with some of the crazy and wild shit we do here, but I can promise you this. I got that commitment to excellence. And when Raiders news happens, I don't care if it's my off day. I don't care if it's midnight. I don't care what time of the day it is. I got you covered. Jeremy Chugs has got you covered. Hit that subscribe button. Free videos every single day. So in terms of the entire recap of everything that has gone on this offseason, Jacobs has already turned down 3 deals. The very first deal that he was offered was July 8th, according to sources to me. The first deal apparently that Jacobs turned down was a 1-year deal worth $12 million. That was reported by Mick Garoppolo, which now, it's not that I don't think that it was true. I just think Jacobs knows that the running back market is, let's face it, not all that good. Now, Jacobs, remember, he could only sign a 1-year deal, because I know there's going to be some people out there like, well, why do they only sign a 1-year deal? July 17th, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, when you get tagged by the NFL team that ends up tagging you, by July 17th, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, that's the deadline for a multi-year contract extension. So as soon as that date went by, that's why that date was very important, that means that Jacobs could either play on the franchise tag, or he could have just only signed a 1-year deal. So that's what they ended up doing. So what's really important about this is something that I have mentioned to the OG Raiders Report watchers before. He got that 1-year deal. He has incentives worth up to $12 million. I had a source reach out to me and say basically it's like $11.8 million, and then he can make a few extra $100,000. But this is the important part here. No clause around the franchise tag. That's been confirmed by Tom Pelissero. So what that means is if the Raiders wanted to franchise tag him next year, they could do it. You can franchise tag players in back-to-back seasons. The only difference is the overall value of the contract goes up 20%. So let's just say he makes $12 million this year. That means that the Raiders could franchise tag him next year somewhere around $14 million. However, according to Jacobs, according to his team, he wants a long-term deal. We'll see what he decides to do, because $14 million per year in this current running back market is a halfway decent type of deal. But the Raiders Report is about the interaction. It's about diehard fans, because I know I wasn't the only one. When I got the update, I went streaking down, streaking is maybe a strong word, running down the Chat Sports hallway, found Chugs, the video's on Twitter, it's on IG, but like that's the passion. And I know that I wasn't the only one. So that's what I want to see. I want to see, was it an A, B, C, D, or F? I want you to grade the new deal here for Jacobs. And you know what? We're going to make this the pinned comment on today's show. So everyone, you're about to get hit with the YouTube ad break. Scroll on down and let me know. My grade here for this Jacobs contract, it is a solid A. And the reason why I'm giving it an A is when you look at the deal that Saquon Barkley just got for the Giants, it's the exact same thing there. Jacobs is coming off a season where he had 393 touches. He had over 2,000 yards. It's a great deal for both sides. Does Josh deserve probably more money? Yeah, I can sit up here and I can tell you that. But in today's running back market, I will continually say, time and time again, the running back market right now is so close to the housing market for people who don't play in the NFL. The housing market sucks. Buying a house at 7%, I don't deserve that, but that's just the way that it is. And I think Jacobs realized, and why he ended up signing the deal was, it's not a me problem. It's not the Raiders don't want me, but that's the current running back market. And right now with the salary cap the way that it is, he's going to be making top 4 salary cap money this upcoming season for the running back position. Only Nick Chubb, only Derrick Henry, and now he's basically tied with Saquon Barkley in terms of how much money they're going to be making against the salary cap. So as it stands right now, here is the Raiders running back depth chart with Josh Jacobs. You got a little Zamir White, Amir Abdullah in there. I do think because Jacobs is back, that Jacob Johnson will remain a member of this team. I said before, if Jacobs isn't back, I personally would not have kept Johnson. I would have rolled with another cornerback, maybe another linebacker, something else on that defensive side of the football. But now you almost got to wonder, because with the Raiders got to get their roster down from, right now they have 91 because of the International Pathway Program player. You got to get that down to 53. Chugs and I, we're going to be live for when that happens. But how many backs do they decide to keep, right? Like, that's definitely up in the air. I will say this, though. For people out there that watch or that participate in fantasy football, I still will say that Zamir White is going to get work. Last season, he had 17 carries. If I was the Raiders, I'm probably going to say that Zamir is going to be closer to that 70 carries season, if you will. He might get 80 touches overall. Jacobs had 393 touches. I would project that this upcoming season to actually be a lot closer to like 300 to 320 and not so much like 393. So my question to you is this. Will Zamir White get more touches this year for the Silver and Black? Give me a yes, or I want you to type that N for no. I understand the way that the Raiders went about this whole process with Jacobs, but I really truly believe that even though he's on the franchise tag, this organization is still going to give work to those backs. It is August 26th. The Raiders, they play, September 10th? We're like literally 2 weeks away. If I know McDaniels and Ziegler the way that I think that I do, I could still see them going, you know what? We might not give Josh 20-plus touches in game one. We might get a little Amir Abdullah in there, a little bit of Brandon Bolden in there, even though I would rather you not keep Brandon Bolden. I'd rather you just cut Brandon Bolden and save that $2.23 million. But hey, what do I know? They're still going to get work in with some of these other backs, but as the season goes on and goes on and goes on, they want Josh to be healthy and motivated near the end of the season there, because the Raiders' back half of the season, when you got the Giants, the Jets, the Dolphins, the Chiefs, I mean, you got a gauntlet of you got 2 Chiefs games, you got a Chargers game in there. It is a gauntlet of a season. But most importantly, you know, I am happy that he's back, because everybody, when we were doing our Madden simulation, saying, well, what if Jacobs isn't back? I told you, he's coming back, and now he's back. Over the last 4 seasons, yeah, that one was that wild one. I love you. Over the last 4 seasons, though, he's been a spectacular running back. Now, sure, never quite put up the numbers that he has compared to 2022, and that's going to happen sometimes in a contract year. However, throughout his career, Jacobs has averaged 1,185 rushing yards, 10 rushing touchdowns, and 40 catches. I'm telling y'all this right now. If Jacobs puts up those type of numbers, it's going to be worth it. I am not going to sit up here and anticipate that he's going to do over 2,000 yards again. I'm not going to sit up here and anticipate that he's going to lead the NFL in rushing. Obviously, if he does it, that's spectacular. But I need a motivated Jacobs, and if he's got, instead of 1,653 yards, what if he has 1,300 rushing yards and averages more yards per carry? Like, that is something that I think could potentially happen with this team. But we can sit here and say the running back position doesn't matter as much, or it's not as important in today's NFL. That is a true statement. But in Josh McDaniels' offense, with this offensive line, and with a quarterback like Jimmy Garoppolo, you need to be able to take pressure off of the QB. We knew that Ziegler wanted to get this deal done. We knew that McDaniels wanted to get this deal done. But I do think if you're going to sit here and talk to your fans and say, hey, we're going to make you pay all this money to go to Allegiant Stadium, to fly into Las Vegas, stay at a hotel. I know how expensive it is to go to Las Vegas. No doubt about it. Now you got Jacobs, and now you got a quarterback in Garoppolo who's going to be able to execute McDaniels' offense a lot better than what DC did last season. I know that there's media people out there that don't think that this team's going to be very good. I think that the Raiders are going to shock a lot of people out there. Now, here's going to be the way that we end today's show. Jeremy Chuggs and I are about to turn the hell up. I'm telling you this right now. We're leaving here in about an hour and a half. We're going to go tailgate because we live here in Dallas. We're going to go tailgate. We're going to be in Lot 11 hanging out with the DFW crew. I bought tickets for my fiance, Alex. Her dad, his birthday was last weekend. They're Cowboys fans, so we're going to heckle them a little bit. But to make sure you never miss anything going on around this team, hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Instagram at MitchellRents365. And if you're ready to party for the next hour, and maybe you're not watching this live, join the Raiders Report, because we're going to be turning up now. We're also going to be turning up when the Raiders and Cowboys play for their final preseason game. What up, Stitch? Let's go. Stitch, I don't know about you. I'm ready to get this thing going. We are 130 likes away from 1,000, over 2,000 people watching. Oh, dude, I can't wait. I just saw David said, go tailgate for Raider Nation. My girlfriend is a Cowboys fan. I'm telling you this right now. I'm tailgating, and no days off.
We're tailgating so hard.
Dude.
We're going to tailgate so freaking hard today.
It's hide your kids, hide your wife type of tailgating.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Woo! Mitch, you drinking? PG. Oh, we're partying. What up, T4? Mitch, I'm throwing them back with you. The way that I started the show when we were at 5,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers was if I'm drinking, you're drinking. Because I know this. If you went to a tailgate in Oakland, people were giving you free food, people were giving you free drinks. The whole freaking lot was a giant party, and nobody was partying alone. So that's what we do here on this show. Let's go to Andrew. I'm getting married today. I mean, that's probably the second best news today.
Andrew.
5 years from now, somebody's going to be like, Andrew, what was the most memorable part of your wedding day? Josh Jacobs signed a 1-year deal worth $12 million. Don't say that, Andrew. You're already going to be in the doghouse. Let's go to Tim Jackson. No. JJ about to go crazy this season. Go Raiders. I do think he's going to have a hell of a year. Like, over the past few seasons, Jacobs leads the NFL in most forced tackles. I think this offensive line's going to be better. I really, truly believe that the Raiders have the ability to have a top 5 offense. It sounds crazy, but that's what I believe, and I'm going to keep that thing going. What up, Guillermo? A+ if he's motivated. He's going to be motivated. However, it's the difference of contract year. He is still technically in a contract year. Like, that's something that we have to be able to look at. He is still technically in that contract year going into the next offseason, and the Raiders can tag him. What up, Raiderville? Oh! Isaac Hernandez! Bang! Everyone, Hundo, I'm doing a beer bong. We're celebrating.
Let's go!
You want a shout out here on the Raiders Report? Spam Isaac Hernandez. Chugs, need you to take over.
Let's freaking go! And PG, we're almost there. We're almost at 1,000 likes. And I'll do this deal for you. He said $20 for a shot of Fireball. Once we get to 1,000 likes, we'll play some tuna clock.
Woo.
I'll put 2 minutes on the clock.
Oh, man.
Every 20 in those 2 minutes is a shot.
I'm down. PG.
We just hit it. We have one shot.
All right, that's what I need you to do. You got to go get the Fireball.
All right, here's the timer. Every
$20 super chat.
Right,
First one I'm doing for PG.
I'll get the Fireball after the 2 minutes so we know how many shots we do.
Sounds good. 2 minutes on the clock. You want to get your questions, comments on the show, send in the super chat right now.
Roughneck, it's Mitchell Rins 365. It's the same as his IG.
For Venmo. Correct. Darnell, I don't give what social media says. This is one of the most dangerous teams in the league. Darnell.
Yes, sir!
It is a dangerous team. When you think about the fact that this organization, I shouldn't even say organization, when this team last season was 11-5-1 at halftime, if the games would have ended at halftime, 11-5-1, the offense just couldn't quite execute. We see this team has a lot more depth than what a lot of people are going to give them credit for. I anticipate this defense to be better this upcoming season. I anticipate the quarterback play.
I guess we're only doing one shot.
I'm fine with that.
Only one shot?
I know we're going to be doing shots at the tailgate in 110 degree weather, man. Hey, but let's go. DJ Watt, got my fam listening to the show. One Nation LFG, real one. Shout out to DJ Watt's family, one of our OG Raiders Report watchers here, man. It's good. Greg Sheldon says, you know what? There ain't no party like a Raider Nation party.
Oh, South Bay. That's 3. 3 shots, baby. Hey, Fred.
Trevor Custer on Twitter, $5 Venmo from Trevor Custer. Oh! Lost in time.
Let's go.
Bang!
He's back.
Anymore, so I live vicariously through y'all. Spam Lost in Times. I was like, where is that noise coming from? This one's for Lost.
So we got, let's see. Ooh. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots.
Oh! Rough Raider!
87. Bang!
Fill it up, Buttercup!
God bless the Raiders. Al Davis voice. Bringing out the mezcal. Raiders!
If I start drinking mezcal now, I'll be asleep in an hour and a half. Oh, Rough Raider 87. He's banging. Who else is banging today? I feel good. I feel real good.
South Bay Raider, LFG, JJ balling out of control this year.
Raiders! Rough Raider 87, that's for you.
Josh Salas with the shot clock. Shot clock is over. We officially have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll allow Roughneck.
That's
6.
the last one.
Last one. Roughneck.
6 shots. Go. You're going to have to go get the fire blazing.
I got you. Daniel Topchi, I feel like I can finally breathe.
Oh, Daniel, I hear you, my guy. It feels good. Like, I know that deep down, I think a lot of us deep down did anticipate that Jacobs was going to be back with this team. However, it's one of those things until it, like, actually happens. It's like a huge weight off your chest. Huge weight. Tavea, shot. Anthony Sandoval, thanks for the roses. And then Roughneck Raider 11, can't drink on the job, so do it for me. Raiders, baby. 6 shots of Fireball coming up. Jeremy's got to go grab it real quick. I'm talking about the Fireball. If you're just tuning in right now, yes, this is not made up. This is a real life thing. The Las Vegas Raiders and Josh Jacobs have agreed to a brand new 1-year deal worth up to $12 million. There was no franchise tag clause, so if the Raiders wanted to franchise tag Josh Jacobs next season, they would be able to do it, which I am happy about because I know that Jacobs probably did not want that to happen, but I do think something that makes the most sense for the Las Vegas Raiders is potentially, and I don't know if they'll do it, I personally don't think that they will, but it is still a possibility, is where they could potentially bring him back next season on another franchise tag. However, because of the way that the franchise tag works, they would owe him $14 million because it's an extra 20% if you already franchise tag a player the season before. Every single $100 super chat that we get on this show, I add to the Boot Hall of Fame. We just got some Canes. Oh, there's no doubt. I'm going to F up some Canes later today. Not a doubt in my mind. But every single hundo we get, we add you to our Boot Hall of Fame here. Once this boot gets filled up, we auction it off. And every 1,000 we get on a show, that means a Jeremy Chugs boot. I know some of y'all probably see the super chats that we got flowing in right now. Also, Raj Goodell's in the chat. Get him the hell out of here. Spam F Goodell. Every single dollar that y'all donate always goes back to the Raiders Report. It goes back to Chat Sports. It goes back to getting y'all more content. 3 years ago, we did about 2 videos a week, maybe 3 videos a week. Now we go live 3-4 times a week, 20 videos a week, more content for the nation, the best fan base in all of sports. No doubt about it. And I want y'all to know that. That money don't go in Chugs and I's pocket. I can promise you that. Hell, I don't even got pockets. If you want to shout out here on the Raiders Report.
3. Hannah, this is the last one.
You want to shout out here on the Raiders Report, spam JJ right now. Spam JJ8. That's what I want to see.
Right.
I know Jacobs is going to pull up on this live.
I did 4.
4.
You want to do the other 4?
Oh, all right. Hang on a second here.
I
The easiest way to do this.
I'm not proud of it, but I just downed a Tindy out there.
Uno. Dos. Gerard. 4. You're so stupid. If
Queen
anybody sees
Sarah
me at the
Otto!
tailgate later, hey, don't mind me. Don't
Got a
mind me.
vibe.
Queen Sarah Otto sending in the good vibes. Let's give some shout outs and let's keep this party rocking and rolling. The other deal that I like to do when big time breaking news happens is if somebody sends in a 50 and then another random person sends in a 50, it's a beer bong. That way we know who's back. All right, we got Hunter Jackson, Joseph Hammer. That's a hell of a name. Seminoles family, David Ibira, Rusty, and Long. What up, Rawson? It's good to see you, my guy. Robert Jansen, always in the chat. What up, Loco? Jaime Alvarado Sr. That's one of the OGs, always part of the Noti gang.
Let us know.
Chad Smith, Callie Raider. What up,
How
Callie?
pumped are you to have Jacobs back right now? 1 to 100. Mitch, 1 to 100, how pumped are you?
Oh, boy. I mean, it's got to be a 100. It's got to be a 100. Like, again, here's the problem with this Raiders team. I'll be the first to admit, I can sit up here all I want and say the running back market is this, the running back position isn't as important as what other people think, but I know deep down.
Oh!
Ty Bones Davis! Bang! But I know deep down that if the Raiders want to achieve that ultimate goal, when you have a quarterback like Jimmy Garoppolo, when you have an offense that is ran the way that it is with Josh McDaniels, I know deep down that you need Josh Jacobs to be able to achieve that ultimate goal. You're good there. Oh, wait. Yep. I got you. This one goes out to Mr. Ty Bones Davis. He's got himself a Raiders Report number 44 jersey. If you want your very own Raiders Report jersey here on the show, I know it's going to sound insane, but Ty Bones Davis did it. $500 Venmo at Mitchell Wrenn 365, and I'll wear your jersey here on the Raiders Report. Straight from me on the job, been saving this bank for JJ coming back. Let's effing go, Nation. Raider Nation for life. Josh Jacobs and Raiders. What up, Martin? He said, ain't no party like a Raiders Report party. Speaking of parties, this Thursday, I am getting a Raiders tattoo. And I'm not just getting a normal Raiders tattoo. You see this leg here? I'm going to show you a lot of leg. Whole leg. From ankle all the way up to mid-thigh. I'm getting a Raiders sleeve, courtesy of the Raiders Report, courtesy of Raider Ron, and we're going to be live doing it on Thursday and Friday. My tattoo artist, big-time Raiders Report watcher, flying him in from Los Angeles, him and his prodigy, so we're going to have some fun. I'm going to have all the Raiders content creators on here. We're going to be playing some Madden. It's going to be a very chill, laid-back thing. So if you don't know what you're doing Thursday and Friday next week, it's probably going to be like 16 to 20 hours of live content. Live content, Raiders tattoo here on the Raiders Report next week. Set your timer. We're going live here at 10 o'clock Central, so 11 a.m. Eastern time. The beer bongs are starting to hit. 11 a.m. Eastern time, and we're going to let that thing ride probably until 9, until the tattoo guy's hand starts cramping, and then we're doing it again the next day. And on top of that, I actually have a special guest coming into the studio. He makes other Raiders content as well, and he's going to hold shit down here with Jeremy Chuggs and I. But Ty Bones Davis, I got something special for you. I got something special for you right here. Thank you so much for always supporting the show. Shout out to all of y'all. Adam Sweeney says, it's time to drink. And also, we just got an update here on the Jacob situation. Hang on a second. According to Raiders GM Dave Ziegler and Josh McDaniels met this week at a restaurant in Las Vegas with Josh Jacobs and his agent to lay the groundwork for adjusted contract that was agreed to today. They got together. I don't know if y'all remember this. It's literally what I said. They got together and a deal was reached. You joke? I know what restaurant it was, and we didn't pick it. Yes. Wally. Yeah, so one of the things that I said on the Raiders report was that they just need to be adults and they need to get together, right? Because one of the things that drove me clinically insane, like I was like, put me in a straitjacket, put me in a room that's just padded. Because when I found out that Jacobs was at the Raiders facility with Max Crosby ready to sign a deal, and a deal didn't get reached, like, I know people very close to Josh. He wanted to be a Raider. He wanted to sign that deal. He has said that from the get-go. Sure, some emotions got involved. He got mad at some Raider fans. I don't blame him. Like, you've never got mad at one of your best friends? You've never gotten mad at a family member? Chugs and I have gotten mad at each other before. You know why? Because we care. And Josh cared. You cared. And it's okay. Because now that the both sides have agreed to an agreement, that's good. But I do think a lot of times when shit like this happens, both sides got to be adults. Like, when you're talking about millions of dollars, I don't make millions of dollars. Shit, I don't even make six figures, right? But I want to be able to talk about my contract with my bosses. Why? That's the adult thing to do. So I'm glad that the Raiders, Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler, Josh Jacobs and his team got together and did the adult thing. Talk face-to-face, because in today's world with social media, texting, people feel like they can say and do whatever they want, and a lot of times messages over, if it's not a call, if you read a text message, believe it or not, it can be conceived, that's not the right word, it can be, the perception can be a lot different. Jeremy, take it over from here. I got to do this one for Ty Bones Davis.
Derek, unrelated, after watching a lot of Big Ten games, I hated that AOC pick. I know it's only the preseason, but now I want him starting over Jimmy. So after watching a lot of Big Ten games, I hated that AOC pick. And now you changed your mind.
Ugh.
Hey, different system. Raiders might have better receivers than Purdue.
This might be surprising to a lot of people out there. Purdue's not shitting out NFL talent very common. Like, O'Connell, I'll say this. I knew that the Raiders loved Aiden. And I had a lot higher hopes for O'Connell than I think a lot of other people out there. And again, for people who watch the show, I said the number one quarterback that the Raiders are going to draft, Aiden O'Connell. Hell, I even made a video about it. But I also know that he has looked a lot better. And I'll tell you right now, if Jimmy Garoppolo gets hurt, I don't know if he gets his job back. I think if Aiden steps foot on that field, he doesn't get his job back. All right, Patrick B just sent in a 50. So here's the deal. Patrick B's a member of Mount Raider more. If somebody sends in a 50 right now, 60 seconds, I'm doing a beer bong. I also see David Zahn is in the chat. Zahn, I'm going to be wearing your jersey tonight. I was going to wear your jersey to the tailgate, but it's black jersey. It's 110 degrees.
Yeah.
And I was worried I would sweat through and I wouldn't be able to wear it for the game. / like it'd be just kind of nasty.
I think I'm going to wear one of my white jerseys. I think I'm wearing the long zong.
Honestly, you wear your long zong white. I'm not going to wear a black jersey. But I talked to David a little bit over the weekend. He did some wild and crazy shit on Thursday's show. I was hurting, man.
There we go.
John Scheffler, Patrick B. Bang! Filled up. Watch it all pour out.
There we go. And, I mean, he's got to keep the trend going. Sergeant Fighter with the 555.
Always.
Is the nation excited for the season? I give it 4 chuggy heads. Let's go, Raiders! Sergeant Fighter! Goodell's in the chat. Boo this man. Goodell's in the chat. F that guy.
I'm not going to lie to you. I love the just win, baby. But going from a Chucky head to if it would have been your head, like a chuggy head, That would have hit.
So we did think about that Sergeant Fighter, but me and Mitch both agreed because there was like, oh, maybe do Mitch heads, maybe do Chug heads, but we both decided that the show's not about us.
Exactly. It's about the nation. And the person who made up the Just Win Baby is a Raiders Report watcher. OG Raiders Report watcher.
The one who drew it.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one who drew the idea, designed it, all that. I should also tell you this. Remember earlier in the show I said $500 Venmo, you get your very own Raiders Report jersey. Well, luckily, because of what David Zahn did on Thursday, we're actually going to be giving away a Raiders Report jersey tonight when the Raiders and Cowboys play. So if you want a chance to win that jersey, remember, we're going to be live tonight, Raiders, Cowboys, live at 7 p.m. Eastern. So we go live an hour before kickoff. Hell, Chugs and I, in about probably an hour from now, maybe a little bit earlier, we're going to go to the tailgate.
I've been seeing it in the chat a ton. Not Raiders related at all. We lost Bray Wyatt a couple days ago.
Yeah.
This morning, also Bob Barker.
Really?
The old Price is Right host.
Oh, I know Bob Barker. Have your pets spayed and neutered. My aunt, she's 78 years old. I think she has watched The Price is Right every single day for the last 50 years.
Really?
I'm not kidding you. Not even kind of kidding you.
David, the tailgate's going to be at AT&T Stadium, Lot 11.
Lot 11. Lot 11, if you plan on going, that's where Chugs and I are going to be. You're also going to be able to get to meet my fiance. It's going to be one hell of a time.
That's a classic. That's a classic movie quote, Matthew Yoakum. Happy Gilmore, the price is wrong, Bob.
The price is wrong, Bobby. Now, it's going to be one hell of a time. There's no doubt about that. I mean, it's going to be fun.
JP, we're going to leave here in about 45 minutes.
Yeah, we're probably going to bounce. All right, another update here from Adam Schefter. And it's literally just the same thing he tweeted out, but he had a spelling mistake, I think.
Nice.
No, I literally think that's it.
C. Moreno, JJ is back. I'll be there week 1 in Denver.
Hell yeah.
I believe we will surprise the NFL and have a winning season.
I hope you're right.
Miggy, let's go. JJ is back. Raiders. Mitch and Chugs. Cheers, fam.
Miggy Camacho is one of my new, you remember how we had, who's the guy you don't F with? I can't think of his name. I can see his picture.
Was it Robert?
I
think it was Robert.
Is it? Miggy's like the new, he just looks like a dude where if we showed up to Vegas, I need a bodyguard, it's Miggy.
Yeah.
You meet a guy named Miggy Camacho, you're not effing with that guy.
Oh.
There's a 10% chance he's a mobster, and there's a 100% chance that he's a mobster. Miggy, you a real one. Kenya.
Nope. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Just first name.
I was smart. I usually Ron Burgundy the shit out of names, and I was really close to, Adam, thanks for tuning into the show. Jeremy, I know we got a lot of new watchers today.
Oh, he actually did have something to say.
What was the cryptic story Jacobs posted yesterday? So he posted, money, what do they say? Money isn't the root of evil. I have it on my Twitter. Hang on. Oh, boy. That was a loud burp. Dude, this video we posted on IG, shit's going wild.
So I actually have a funny idea.
All right, so Jacobs posted, oh, my God, Roger Goodell, get a life. Money is no longer the root of all evil. Attention is. That's what he posted.
Dollar bills, yeah.
That's what he posted.
Isaac, JJ828, Raider Nation for life. Dude, that might actually be a dope shirt.
JJ828?
Like the Stone Cold.
Oh, I know. It's 2 days from now. I remember earlier this week or last week, I told y'all that somebody told me that Jacobs was eyeing 828 as making the day that he would come back to the Raiders.
Robert, we're going to be doing the giveaway tonight during the watch party. So tune in tonight. We'll give you more details on how to win that jersey. But you got to tune in. Raiders, Cowboys, preseason action. We'll be live. Tune in and we'll let you know how you can win that jersey. Manuel said at work just jumped in. What's happening, y'all? Is Josh Jacobs back?
Hell yeah, Josh Jacobs is back.
Oh, he's so bad.
And you know what, Chugs? I know we're about to tailgate, but we are 100 away from a boot. And we got a lot of new viewers watching right now.
Who's going to be that person? Who's going to be that guy?
If you don't know what a Raiders Report boot
that
is,
puts it over the top.
You're about to see some Ripley's Believe It or Not type of shit. I'm talking 3 beers.
Who's going to be the real one to do it?
36 ounces.
$100 away.
Guaranteed in under 9 seconds. 3 beers.
Who's going to step up?
Under 9 seconds.
And be the real one?
100 away. Oh. Who's going to do it? Oh. Who is going to send in the $100 super chat for Jeremy Chugs to take down a legendary boot? Who is going to do it? Matthew Yoakum spamming F. Goodell. James G. What up, Adam Sweeney? What up, Tomb Raider? What up to the entire nation? Josh Jacobs is so back.
Oh! A first-time super chatter, Joshua Garcia! Bang!
Spam Joshua right now. David Zahn just texted me and said that was some legendary shit by Joshua Garcia. Daniel Jimenez said boot race. The only way I'm going to boot race Chugs, because it's basically like when a guy whips out something that's like 9 inches or longer and I'm normal. Chugs kicks the shit out of me every boot race that we do. $300 Venmo or Super Chat, I'll race Jeremy in a boot race. One Super Chat. Oh, Joshua Garcia steps up to the plate for Wyndham Rotunda? Okay. I thought so. I wasn't 100% sure, so one of the... I think like when you do this for a job, you're good. You can go to the next one. When you do what I and Jeremy do for work, you know, you always like wonder who watches the show, like this and that. 3 years ago, I got a DM on Twitter from Bray and said, hey, my family and I, we love watching the Raiders Report. We love what you guys do. You guys are super entertaining. And I got to talk to him. But it was like, I'm not kidding you, like, Max Crosby was the very first Raiders player that ever reached out to me, which was cool. But the very first time, and I remember this because Bray at the time on Twitter had 1.1 million Twitter followers. And I remember I called my dad afterwards. I was like, Dad, this WWE guy, man, he just hit me up. He said he watches the show, which, you know, for me was a very mind-blowing experience. But Bray talked to me like how he was a diehard Raider fan, how his family's a bunch of Raider fans, and he was just an OG Raiders Report watcher. But he always hung out in the background, right? Like, he never really commented. He didn't do a lot of that. There was a few shows where he has commented before. But, like, hearing the fact that he was an OG Raiders Report watcher, 36 years old, man, is so young. A heart attack is just devastating. And I know that Raider Nation is such a big family, which is why I am a Raider fan. Like, I don't do this show for players. I don't do this show for anybody else besides the nation, people who watch, because more and more Raider fans that I meet, I realize that we're a lot more alike. We might not all look alike, but deep down, you meet a big-time Raider fan, that's a family-oriented dude. It is a family-oriented woman. The amount of women that reach out to me that are like, hey, my husband watches your show. Hey, my boyfriend watches your show. Hey, my kids watch your show. That is the biggest thank you that I could ever get. And that is why I love Bray Wyatt. And I am devastated by that news. So if you guys could real quick, spam those RIPs right now for Bray, because it was too soon. It was way, way, way too soon. What up, Peter Bueno? What up, Cody? What up, Raiderville? Divine? I got a lot of OGs in the chat right now, man. David. Oh, man. What do you got? I was going to say, so Jeremy Chuggs is about to take down, smells like David Zahn's favorite. It's a David Zahn staple. Only the real ones will get it. Only the real ones will get it. I see TVC Raider. What up? Sarah Small's back. What's up, Sarah? So good to see you. Yeah, NFL 24. We're trying to show love to Bray Wyatt, and you're so much of a lame-o that you can't even appreciate that. I'm a big believer in karma. You gonna get yours. Oh, wow. Alex just sent me, we're planning on getting to the tailgate early, around 2:30. I'll say this, though. Alex's dad's like old-school military guy. Well, no, I'm saying, like, the fact that I'm going to smell like beer, he's going to be like, bro. I just, like, know deep down, he's going to be like, come on. Come on. All right, y'all. Jeremy Chuggs boot time. If you don't know, you're about to learn real quick. All right, Jeremy. So Jacobs is back. His number's 8.
Over under 8 seconds.
Over under 3 beers in 8 seconds. Type O for over, U for under. Dude, I know. He's making different names. O for over, U for under, 8 seconds. Jeremy Chuggs. We have other watch parties going on here at Chat Sports. That thing is going bananas. Bananas. Oh, they're just all over the place. Dude, Crosby gave... Oh, dude, you'd love to see that. Hang on a second. Oh, dude, I think they're both naked. I'm going to tweet that out. You love to see it. Guys, what I'm about to put on Twitter, don't judge me, but I'm pretty sure you love to see Josh Jacobs and Max Crosby fully naked, FaceTiming each other.
Go retweet it.
Hashtag Raider Nation.
Putting your Twitter in the chat.
All right, hang on a second. Oh!
Yes!
Joey! Bang!
You want a little next to me?
I got a deal. 200 away from a boot race. They on some Illuminor shit. The main. Oh, man. All right. I'm not going to lie. I haven't eaten anything today. So the beer bongs that I have consumed, you love to see it. You love to see it. You love to see Josh Jacobs and Max Crosby fully naked FaceTiming each other. Only the real Raiders Report watchers will get it.
Cash Joey said, actually, I can throw it up.
Sorry, I'm trying to tweet this out. I might not be the best multitasker, but the OGs will get it. The OGs will get it. Cast Joey, Josh is back, and thank God watching the other running backs on this team was a damn nightmare. I'm not going to go that far. They're just not Jacobs. Like, I like Zamir. He's not a top 32 running back in the NFL. Also, salute to your fiance's pops. I'm prior Army, and trust me, he won't judge. Military vets love their drinks. He actually doesn't drink, though. Like, Alex's dad is old school. He just turned 69. Real nice. But he's like old school, like black gentleman, and he's like, when I tell you he's old school, he is old school. He is one of the most kind people ever, but he's the type of dude that, like, if You just meet him, he ain't going to pay a cent. Like, he's not going to pay attention at all. You got to earn that man's respect. Like, I remember the first 2 years that Alex and I dated, he's like, all right, pal, you can get it stepping. You can go somewhere else. And then him and I really started to connect, and I'm being real with y'all right now. My barber, he's a big-time Raiders Report watcher, and he's a big-time Raider fan. He's like, yo, I'm going to the Raiders game today. I spent $70 on tickets. I'm telling you right now, if it would have just been Alex and her mother, who I love dearly, I would have spent just $70 a ticket. But because Dad showed up, I was like, man, we got to open the wallet here a little bit. We got to open up the wallet here a little bit. Oh, they are. So what's funny is I know that Alex's dad and Alex's mom are going to wear Cowboy stuff. So Alex is going to actually wear one of my Raiders jerseys. So if you see Ren's 93 walking around, it's me. It's Alex. But I put them on the Raiders side, and they're like right behind the players. It's so if you're gonna be sitting in section C135 at the Raiders Cowboys game today, hey, scream Alex. I'm sure she would love it. I'm sure Pops would love it as well. We might have to go to sub-only chat. We are on sub-only chat. The bots are ready to bot. Manuel Ruiz says, I feel like a Ric Flair woo. Oh, man. It's, holy shit. Oh, dude, this Twitter right now is it's on a whole nother level. Cass Joey, though, you're a freaking legend, man. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a beer bong for Cass Joey. However, I want to boot race Chugs. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to set a timer. 2 minutes on the clock right now. If we don't get 200 in supers, I'm just going to do Cass Joey's beer bong. If not, if we get 200, boot race, Chugs and I. You ready? Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. 2 minutes on the clock if you want a boot race. That's what's going to happen. Cass Joey, Robert, Zahn. Zahn already did his part on Thursday, Cass. Zahn dropped 1,400 on Thursday. Wild. Rest in peace, Bray. You have the best seat in the house. Isaac, I think, the Al Davis internal flame will always burn. Down! Carmen! Raider X! Steve-O? Bang! 100 away from a boot race. JJ is back, and it's allowed Raiders, Jeremy. I know the nation. Let's just go get another boot. Let's just go get another boot. I know the nation. If you spam Carmen right now, you're getting a shout out here on the Raiders Report. What up, Matthew? Manuel, feeling like a Ric Flair. Woo! Got Josh back. It feels so good. If you don't know, then yes, the breaking news was Las Vegas Raiders and Josh Jacobs. Happy Dad, please. Josh Jacobs and the Las Vegas Raiders cast Joey. Bang! Boot race time. Carmen and Cass. Carmen and Cass Joey. Oh, shit. Oh, man. It feels so good. Dude, boot race, I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to give it my all, okay? I am going to push this shit to the limit. Push this shit to the limit. But I'm still going to lose to Jeremy. He might give me a little bit of a head start. And if you see me out in Dallas at the tailgate and you're like, oh, Mitch, you look a little woozy, just know it's because Josh Jacobs is a member of the Las Vegas Raiders, man. It feels good. It feels good, man. Crosby just texted me. He goes, dead. That shit's hilarious. All right, here. You know what? I don't do this often. I'm going to see if I can FaceTime Max. Let's see if we can get him. I don't know. I can't guarantee you guys anything. I don't know. Crosby just laughed at my IG story. He probably won't answer, but we're going to call him anyway. I don't know. He doesn't usually answer. I don't think he's going to do it. All right. Here, I'm going to message him and say, I'm live. Just want to say hello. Let's see. Can we get Max Crosby live on the Raiders Report? I don't know. It's ballsy. Fine, I'll do it. Boot race. He's seen that I called him. Like, I've talked to Max before, and I respect Max because he's like, hey, I'm the face of the Raiders type of ordeal. But, like, he also knows, like, we party a lot here, and it doesn't fit his brand, which is fine. But, hey, that doesn't mean I'm not going to try. Shoot or shoot. Shoot or shoot. It was worth a shot. I knew he wasn't going to answer it, though. Breaking news here. Josh Jacobs is a member of the Las Vegas Raiders, and it feels good, man. It feels good. You know what? Let's even try Jacobs. At this point, what do I got to lose? If Jacobs answers, what do we got to lose at this point, right? He's going to block me. No, I said he probably would. The only Raider player that I know blocked me is Curtis Bolton. Who, Bolton? No, I can't call him. He's got to accept it. Which, is what it is. Even Jermaine just laughed at it. Let's call Jermaine. Let's see if Jermaine will answer. No, he just hung up real quick. Oh, that's funny as hell. All right, y'all. We're going to do a boot race here. We're going to do a boot race here. Jeremy Chugs and I. Live wanted to say hello. I mean, but then again, they are getting ready for, they're probably. I mean, can they even, are they in, where are they right now? They're probably getting ready for the game. They're in their hotel. Oh, they're chilling. True. I mean, Crosby's just naked in the hotel right now. Yeah, he's not going to do it. He literally said no chance. Yeah, no chance. Fair enough. All right, we got a boot race here. Me, Jeremy Chugs. So Jermaine said if he gets free time today that he will at least say hello to to Alex's dad, which I think would be dope, but I don't anticipate much. I'm not going to say that they're going to meet up. All right, y'all, I got happy dads here. And when I say happy dad, unless you're, no? 3 happy dads, 3 David Zahns. David Zahn lattes. Boot race time. I want a 30.
What's in the boot right now, ladies and gentlemen? It's actually the Death Row Happy Dad.
Dude, they're elite. If you've never had a Death Row Happy Dad, you got to try it.
Matthew, just drunk calling everyone.
I mean, at this point, let's do it, right? Let's see who's going to answer. I don't have Zeeks. I could call Jermaine, but that's some lame shit, man. All right. People sending me screenshots of us going wild. I don't know. Fully naked. I think so. All right. Josh Jacobs signed a 1-year deal. Let me know who you got. Type M for Mitch. C for Chugs. 8 seconds, I think that's more than fair. Here we go. 3, a 2, 1. Oh, God. Dude, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. We're just going to quit the Raiders report, and we're going to open up our own Ripley's. And you're just going to chug boots all day. You know, like in the Space Jam? Dude, I mean, that's just... It's just unbelievable. Michael, see, I got to do Happy Dads at this point or else I'm in trouble. It's not cold. So we have cold beers and then we have boot beers. Yeah, they're just sitting out. No way. We also a lot of times will pour out beers and Happy Dads before shows start. That way they're flat. That way you don't get all the carbonation, but that was wild. Oh, man. We got 1,000 people. Mike says no tailgating for you two. Oh, I'm tailgating. I'm making my ass out there. We getting out there today, and we're going to get wild, man. We out here entertainment. David says, I think I could beat Chugs. I don't know about that. All right, so here's what's going to happen. We're going to go through a few more super chats. We're going to go through a few more comments. And then we're going to end today's live show. But remember, we are going to be live later today for Raiders-Cowboys watch party. I can't miss this tailgate party just because it's like Alex, my fiance, her dad's birthday gift. I wanted us all to hang out like at some tailgates today. Sounds like they're going to get there a little bit earlier than what I initially anticipated. So with that being said, I love y'all to the end of the world and back, but you know, you gotta impress the new dad, right? Sergeant, boot race, Mitch. It's like the Washington Generals and Chugs is the Globetrotters. Believe me, I'm aware. I mean, it's a blowout every time, and I'm okay with that because I'm glad Chugs, though, deep down, he's on my side. Like, I know, like, there's been a few times where we've done, like, Raiders Report boot race against another team's boot race. Like, if we did a boot race tonight against the Cowboys Report, Chugs and I versus Chris and Tom, I bet you Jeremy and I both could do 2 boots before they did 1. Probably. I think we could do 4 boots before they did 2. Nothing but love, gents. I appreciate that, Sergeant Fighter. I greatly respect that. OMC just said Raiders win today 34-0. I think that they almost have to score 34 points again. And right now, the Raiders actually have the longest win streak in the preseason amongst any NFL team. Oh, man. I don't know who keeps on spamming this freaking chat, but they got to get the hell out of here, man. They're driving me a little nuts. No, I got rid of them. You're good. Sir Chai, glad Josh Jacobs is back with that O-line. I'm glad as well. I'm curious to see what this entire team looks like. But hey, I'm hoping nothing but the best. I'm hoping nothing but the best. Sir Chai, cheers to you, my guy. We're going to keep them rolling here. Bean from 96. I'm here late, but LFG. Bean from 96. I'm a little bit, what does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know. Adam Martinez, congratulations, Raider Nation. That's got to be a good feeling. I mean, I feel great to know that Jacobs is back with this organization. I think we're all really excited to know when are we back in air from Robert. We'll be back on air at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So an hour before kickoff is when Jeremy and I are going to be back. Hour before kickoff is when Chugs and I are going to be back. So subscribe for Raiders Cowboys live watch party. All right, Bean, I'm Mexican and born in 96. Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but you said it, so now we're okay. Now it's okay. That's elite, though. That makes me giggle. All right, y'all. So, again, Jeremy Jugs and I, we're going to go tailgate for Raiders-Cowboys down in AT&T Stadium. We're going to be in Lot 11. So, if you want to come slam some beers with Jugs and I, Lot 11 is where you can find us. From myself, from Jeremy Jugs, we'll see you guys here in a few hours when the Raiders take down the Dallas Cowboys. Hey, Jeremy, I need one more loud Raiders. Let's get the hell out of here. Can I get a Raiders?